Hello students, how are you all? Well, today we are here to discuss the chapter number 1 and the name of the chapter is nutrition. In nutrition, about these you will study in this chapter that are classes of food, balanced diet, malnutrition, function of carbohydrates, proteins, fats and vitamins and minerals, and also the role of cellulose in our diet and some diseases, their causative agents and the symptoms and preventions of the disease like kwashiorkor and marasmus. So let's start the chapter first. So need of nutrition. Why do we need the nutrition? Actually, we need the nutrition for the growth of the body and for the repair of the body at the time of injury in the cells and to take the energy for doing our various functions and for the maintenance of chemical composition of cells. And next one is to provision of raw materials, that means for the manufacture of various secretions such as enzymes, hormones, sweets and milks. For these also we have need of nutrition. Now for the protection purpose, we protect the disease from the infection. We protect the disease by getting the infection in the body from the nutrition. Now classes of nutrition. So what are the various classes of nutrition? That means what are the various classes of nutrients? So first is there are 6 classes: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, salts, vitamins and water. So then first is carbohydrates, and carbohydrates is the compound which is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, with hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1 ratio. See here, suppose that this is the carbohydrate which is called the glucose. Here is the ratio between the hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1. Now what is the function of carbohydrates? Actually, they oxidized and release the energy for us. And carbohydrates are sugars, starch, cellulose, sucrose, etc. You have to know this point that the carbohydrates are the principal energy sources in the body. Now sugars are the soluble in water and sweet in taste. The sugars in our food are of 2 major categories. First is monosaccharide, means it is single sugar or very simple sugar, which is general chemical formula C6H12O6 is called the glucose. These need no digestion and are straightway absorbed into the body, which is that is simple sugar, means glucose and fructose. There are 3 types of such simple sugars. First is glucose, which you popularly know. What is glucose actually? Now after the glucose, you know that it is the known as grape sugar, and we know that most common and simplest sugar found in organisms, this is glucose. Now you know that 1 mole glucose releases 686 kilocalorie of energy. It is very important line. And next sugar is monosaccharide. Sugar is fructose. Fructose is a common in plant and is popularly called the fruit sugar. See here, this glucose called the grape sugar and fructose is called the fruit sugar. Okay. Now next one is galactose. So glucose, fructose and galactose, these are the monosaccharides. So in galactose, it is another simple sugar found in the milk. So you have to know these 3 things: glucose, fructose and galactose as a monosaccharide. Now our next heading is disaccharides are double sugars. That means there are 2 molecules of sugars present into the disaccharide. See here the formula. An example of sucrose, that is C12H22O11. It is a disaccharide. That means 2 molecule of monosaccharide are. Now next topic is sucrose. So chemical formula of this sucrose is given here. Sucrose is our commercial sugar. You know, it is commercial sugar. It is commonly obtained from sugar cane in our country. Another source of sucrose is the sugar beet. Sugar beet, that is also a source of sucrose. Sucrose is double sugar. That means it is a disaccharide. Okay, sucrose is disaccharide. Now when sucrose breaks down, it breaks into the glucose and fructose. That means one molecule of sucrose, it breaks into 2 molecules of glucose and fructose. 1 molecule of glucose and 1 molecule of fructose. Next sugar, which is disaccharide, that is maltose. Maltose, you know, it is also known as malt sugar. It is made up of 2 glucose molecules, and in lactose it is made up of glucose and galactose. Next one is starch. In starch is an insoluble carbohydrate. It is insoluble carbohydrate. This is in this form that plants commonly store carbohydrates. That means plants store the carbohydrates in form of starch. Now potatoes, grains like rice, maize, wheat and barley and bread are the sources of starch. They are the main sources of starch. The starch has a chemical formula that is very important. This is the chemical formula of starch, C6H10O5 का whole N, and it is called a polysaccharide. So starch is a polysaccharide. Now the another insoluble polysaccharides, that means that are cellulose and glycogen. So cellulose, it is found in the cell wall of the plants. It is not used by the body of animals and remains undigested in animals, but it contributes the major role in the digestion as a roughage. Now glycogen, it is the form of carbohydrate which is stored in animals, majorly in liver and some muscles. Okay, now what is roughage? So roughage is undigested or undigestible cellulose which you eat for the better digestion. So you know that the cells of all plants have cell wall made up of cellulose. When we eat fruits, raw materials, raw vegetables of other plants and other plants materials, the cellulose is not digested in animals' canal. Why? This is because we have no cellulose digestive enzyme. This undigested cellulose being fibrous in nature and acts as a roughage, and this roughage help us in the digestion. The role of roughage, being fibrous cellulose absorb a lot of water and retains it. Thus, it helps in keeping the fecal matter soft and prevents the constipation. Now, next is, now after roughage, we are here to study about in roughage. Here the movement of the undigested food through the intestine becomes easier in the presence of roughage, and the roughage, it stimulates the muscle contraction in the intestinal wall, making the movement of fecal matter easy. Now what are the different sources of the roughage? So vegetables, fruits, corns and half crushed wheat, dalia, these are the chief sources of roughage in our food. Cabbage is also provides a lot of roughage. Now, fats. Fats are also composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Fat is composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The oxygen content in these nutrients is much less. They produces more energy than carbohydrate. Do 1 mole of fat releases 9.45 kilocalorie of energy, which is more than 1 mole of carbohydrate. But this fat, it doesn't give the instant energy, and carbohydrate give us instant energy. Carbohydrates provides us energy very fastly, very quickly. Now, common food rich in the fats that are butter, ghee, cheese, vegetable oils, beef and fish liver oils, and fats are oils. Fats and oils are made up of fatty acids and glycerol. Now, function of fat. Fat produces energy in the body like carbohydrate. Fat is an important storage form of food. It serves as a solvent for fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E, K. You know, vitamin A, D, E, K. These are the fat soluble vitamins. Fat under the skin protects the body against a rapid loss of water. Now, next is proteins. Proteins are the large chemical molecules. They contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen with nitrogen. Nitrogen is the most essential element in protein. Some proteins may also contains sulfur and phosphorus. And amino acid, that is the simplest unit of protein. That means many amino acids will combine. There are 20 amino acids which combine to make a protein. Now, proteins provide chemical material for the growth and repair of the body cells and tissues. In the time of emergency, they may also be oxidized and release us energy. That means protein is a body building materials, but at the time of emergency, it also gives us energy. Food rich in proteins includes lean meat, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, nuts, beans, peas, etc. Deficiency of protein leads to weakness, but its serves deficiency causes to disease are kwashiorkor and marasmus. These are the protein deficiency disease. So here in this video we will finish with the protein, and in our next video we will discuss about the kwashiorkor and will continue the next class.